Whether you choose to use an agent or do it yourself, the process of gaining admission into the UK university for your master's degree and getting your visa, your Tier 4 visa into the UK is always the same. In order to do this successfully without putting so much strain on your mental health, because trust me, it is draining, please stay tuned and reason with me. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. To my old subscribers, welcome. I'm really thankful to you. And to my new viewers, I appreciate. Thank you for coming. Please all do like my video, share it, and please subscribe. And again, I really need communication here. I need you to ask me questions and I will answer you. In today's video, we are going to be discussing the process of gaining an admission into the UK university and getting your Tier 4 UK visa. So I'm going to be telling you about this agency thing because you've got a choice to do it yourself or to get an agent to do it for you. Fortunately, I learned this one later. Most schools have an agent who do these things for them and they don't take any money from you. So if you get the right agent for any school, they don't collect money from you. And even if they get to collect money from you, it's not that much, 40,000, between 40 and 50,000 naira. So I'm not talking about the agents that take 200,000, 300, like I've been hearing ridiculous amount of money. I'm not talking about those ones. I'm talking about these agents that are provided by the school. They are a safer option to take because they already know this procedure. They know what the school wants. The school know them. And so if anyone is coming through them, I believe that the person will have an advantage. So whatever choice you make, agent or yourself, once you've made up your mind to come to the UK to study, and you have your complete documents, I think that the first thing for you to do is to book for your tuberculosis test. This tuberculosis test is compulsory and the people that are lined up for it are many. So the earlier you book for it, the better, because you'll be getting dates like a month, 2 months. I don't know how it is today, but I know that a lot more people are applying for visa, and so it may even take longer. So the earlier you apply for your tuberculosis test, the better for you. Don't worry, your admission letter is going to come out in time. I mean, getting admission into the UK is not the biggest of your problem. So I would advise you book for your tuberculosis test on time, to avoid stories that touch, to avoid having to beg someone to push your date forward. Because yes, if book comes to shove, if your resumption date to your school is going to be affected, the company, they know what they are doing, so they will with enough evidence, they will be able to push the date forward to accommodate you. But why would you want to be begging and providing evidence when you could have easily booked ahead of time? So this is why I am begging you, once you've made up your mind to come to the UK and you've got your complete documents, the first thing to do is to book for your TB. Talking about this tuberculosis test, some schools may require it for them to give you your CAS. Your CAS is your confirmation of acceptance for study, and without this CAS you cannot apply for visa. So I'm just here stressing on the importance to apply or to book your tuberculosis test way ahead of time. If your school does not require the tuberculosis to give you a CAS, that's fantastic. But where they require your tuberculosis test before they can issue you your CAS, then you fall into problem if you don't have this tuberculosis test booked on time. Okay, after getting your admission letter, the school, for me, my school asked me to pay £500 so that they can organize an interview for me. Yeah, don't worry, the £500 is part of your school fees and it is refundable. The interview is just for them to make sure that you're coming to do what you say you are coming to do. Because according to them, a lot of people come as students and disappear. They don't see them again, and they don't want it to keep happening. So please don't think about it. They are going to send you questions that they will be asking you. They will not ask you all the questions, but they will be asking you some of them. They will send it to you so that you get yourself prepared. I'm going to make another video talking about the questions that they can ask you. But all of them, there's nothing in those questions that you cannot answer. So it's no big deal. After the interview, if you pass, if they like you, then they are going to now ask you to pay 50% of your school fees. For my school, you will pay 50%. However, they require 65% of your school fees before they can give you access to what we call Braille. Braille is the app, you know, that we used for our studies. You know, we studied online. So you have to pay 65% of your school fees before they give you access to that Braille. Okay. Anyways, the point is, after the interview comes that 50%, and once you pay the 50%, they will send you your CAS. Like I said, confirmation of acceptance for study. For that interview, as you know, I'm making it look like, oh, there's nothing in that interview, you're well prepared, but trust me, the panic attack that comes with it is real. You know, but this video is just trying to tell you, please do not panic, because during my own time they were telling me not to panic, that it is just simple questions. Try you know, practice them so that you don't go there and be, you know, stuttering and all of that. I did not believe them. I still panicked and all of that. And then when it was time for the interview, in fact, the lady that interviewed me had her child running around. You know, it was just so relaxing and everything. So please, I am just telling you, the interview, as serious as it may sound, is not that big of a deal, because they are just trying to ask you a question, how you got your money. You know, they just want to be sure that you are who you are and that you're coming to their school for the purpose that you said you're coming for. When you get your CAS, it is that CAS that you are not going to use for your visa application. The day you go to apply, when you go to apply for your visa, you're going to see dates that are available. And these dates, again, could also be like in a month's time or 2 months' time. So it is best, if your time is too far away from what you need, then you can do what is called a walk-in. For a walk-in, you will still apply for your visa, book your date, and then go and tell them that you want to do a walk-in. You just have to pay extra money and then get your biometric done, and you know, that's it. Again, when you are now applying for the visa, when you are booking and applying and paying all your fees, you're also going to have the option of super priority, priority, standard. All of them have different prices. They are not the same, you know, because the super priority, I think, is just a day. That means after doing your biometric, you go home, the next day you get your answer. The super priority is like 5 days. You go home, you know, be checking your time, 5 days you get your answer. But you see that standard one, which is what most of us are doing, because these things are expensive. Not all of us have people giving us money for these things. For those that are doing the standard, you will wait. Like, I was lucky. Honestly, I was very, very lucky, and I am grateful to you, to the universe. I'm grateful to God. I got my answer like 7 days, but some people waited for weeks, 3 weeks, 1 month, 2 months. And this period is a period of panic. I can guarantee many people, you cannot sleep, you cannot eat, you cannot discuss anything, because the whole time all you are thinking about is your visa. Did they give you? Did they reject you? And to be sincere, by the time you go through this process and see the money, the time, the stress that comes with it, then you will understand that visa refusal is really one of the worst things that can happen to you. Honestly speaking, my heart goes out to all the people who did everything right and still got the visa refused. So yes, when you're going to apply standard, priority, super priority, choose wisely. You know, if you don't have the mind to wait, Biko, choose priority or choose super priority, so that you can get your answer faster. So to avoid what happened to me to happen to you, I think it is time for me to tell you this. On the day you come for your biometric, you're going to be given a paper that you will use to come back for your passport, because you're submitting your passport. So I'm begging you to keep that particular document safe, because for me, I don't know what happened, but I was panicking throughout. I don't know, it was so stressful for me, and I don't know what happened. But when I came to collect my passport, luckily for me, I took the whole envelope that the same envelope I came with during my biometric. I just carried the whole envelope. I didn't, remove anything from it. So when I came and I was being asked, where is the paper? They were asking me for the document that will prove that this is mine and all of that. And I was like, no, nobody gave me anything, blah, blah, blah. I was just talking and talking and talking. Anyways, at some point I was like, oh, this was the envelope I came with on that day. The guy's, okay, bring it. I gave it to him. He started, removing all the papers inside, and lo and behold, the document was there. And that was how I was saved. If not, I would have had to go back do police affidavit, you know. Oh God, I bless you. Anyways, the thing is, just be careful. Do not panic. Panic has never helped anyone. It will only harm you. So just be calm and collected so that everything will be done well and you don't have to like incur extra mental health problem on yourself, because it's really stressful. Anyways, I hope I have been able to like give you one or two things to help you in your process. Thank you. And for those who are going to be coming with dependents like their wife, their children, you are also going to be applying for them, you know, the same way. You know how you calculated your allowance, you know, that's the same way this one is going to be affected, because you're going to pay health surcharge for each and every one of your dependents, and you're going to also pay for their visa application separately. So it is not a game for the faint-hearted. It is expensive for people with children. So these are the things you need to prepare for, and you know, guard yourself so that you don't have panic attack. Just remember that the journey is worth it, so that you don't, you know, like you don't get frustrated from it. I hope that this video have, you know, given you an insight towards the journey that brings you to the United Kingdom for your study, whether you're coming alone or you're coming with your family. Thank you. Like my channel, subscribe to it, and please, I need to see your comment. Thank you. Remain blessed.